I'm Zach Smith from Route 113 Boat Sales, and today we are on a game-changer new boat from Cobia. This is the 265 Open, so let's take a walk around it and show you all the things that make this boat a revolution in its class. Starting the transom of the Cobia 265 Open, this boat is equipped with twin 200 horsepower Yamahas with the integrated electric steering. Having that integrated electric steering allows us to have a nice wide swim platform back here that is covered with sea deck and really extends the usability of the cockpit onto the transom. So if you're boarding or swimming or hanging out, it's a really nice functional area on the boat. Additionally, back here we have a 4-step boarding ladder underneath of this cover, so it's a usable portion. Again, you're not standing on a ladder when you're here. Boarding handle right here for getting in and out of the water. And last but not least, we have a fully fiberglass inward closing transom door. The nice part about an inward closing door is if you were to take a wave over the transom, this door is going to stop the water from entering the cockpit and keep you safer while you're on the water. As we move up into the cockpit on the Cobia 265 Open, a couple cool things to point out here. This area is one of the biggest difference between this boat and the Cobia 265cc. So what we have back here, giant oversized live well, this finished in blue, has recirculation pump there. 2 cup holders here, rod holder. As we come across, we have a tackle bait prep station here with removable cutting board and bucket. Right below that in front, you'll notice we have a 2-person flip-up seat here. So you got a backrest that folds up and seat that folds out, which creates a really nice, comfortable seating position for 2. This then folds back up into the wall. And it's important to note it folds cushion side in and fiberglass side out, so all of your cushions are protected when you're not using them. As we come over here, you'll notice 3 more rod holders, JL Audio speaker there in the corner, that's on both sides, double deck drains in both corners as well to help get the water out. And then last but not least, we have 4 Plano tackle box storages right there, which is one of the great things about the Open being a little bit more fishing centric. Below that great fold-down seat, we have our bilge access. So this is an electrically operated hatch that allows us to get this nice wide bilge access down here. So anything you need to get to down here, be it pumps, filters, anything, is easily accessible, unlike a lot of our competition where you have to work through a little hatch. One of the great things on the Cobia 265 Open. Moving up on the Cobia 265 Open, a couple things to point out. We've got 5 overhead rod holders right here, 6 lower rod holders here, cup holders on both sides of the leaning post. And then here we have a little mesh bag for a phone. That has a notched door that allows you to plug into the charger that's located in there. Little storage cubby there. Right next to that, we have dual Plano boxes right there with a pull-out cutting board. This cutting board drops in right there, give you a little place to prep your bait. We lift that back up and slide that back under there. It stows away. Right next to that, we have a knife and pliers holder. Below that, we have a little pull-out drawer for more tackle storage. And last but not least, slide-out angle cooler that comes standard with the boat. And that's the rear tackle station on the Cobia 265 Open. Moving up to the console on the Cobia 265 Open, a couple cool things to point out. Dual LeBrock helm chairs here with this beautiful hexagonal pattern that's carried throughout all the 2025 Cobias. Fold down bolster and fold down armrest on both sides. The driver and passenger both have that option. That all flips right back up. Below that over here, we have our electrical distribution panel with battery switches and breakers for the entire boat. Little glove box right here with a door. Coming up from there, we have dual cup holders, our JL Audio Media Master 105 head unit for this incredible stereo system. This stereo has 10 speakers and 2 subwoofers and 3 amps. It absolutely rocks. Right next to that, we have all of our switchgear, falls nicely at hand so that when you're running the boat, you can control it without taking your hand off the binnacle. These 3 switches right here, your vent, your wiper, and your washer for your windshield, which is really nice. You can do that without taking your hand off the wheel. And then one over from there, we have our trim tab indicators right there for your trim tab controls. Yamaha CL5 color display, which gives you all of your information for your engines. Windlass control below that. And then last but not least, below the helm here, we have all of our switchgear for our Yamahas will mount right here. If you get this boat with the autopilot, it fits right there perfectly. Coming up from there, tons of real estate on the dash for whatever electronics you want to put in the boat. Above that, we have our foam decking or Fotique decking up top here, which is a nice accent. Little glove box front and center, and compass as well. Really nicely, well thought out helm area on the Cobia 265 Open. Coming over to the port side gunnel in the Cobia 265 Open, a couple cool things here. Cockpit tow rail that runs from the front to the back that is supported both front and back and in 2 places in the middle. So when you are using it as a tow rail leaning over the side of the boat, you can actually hook your toes under there and it feels supported. It's not wobbly like a lot of our competition. Additionally, here we have our port side macerated fish box here that drains directly overboard via a macerator. And if you notice, this is gasketed and there's a big lip with a drain there, so you don't get a lot of moisture down inside your fish box that you don't want. Moving up the starboard side on the Cobia 265 Open, one thing to point out that's new for us on 26-foot boats is our side entry door. This is a vacuum-assisted resin-infused door, so it's a one-piece door as opposed to a lot of our competition that uses 2-piece doors. It has a magnet to hold it open when it's open. You've got your side entry door ladder right up front there that drops right in here, so if you are using this boat at the sandbar, you can board and exit through the side door very easily. This swings back close again, and that big latch locks it back down. Right below that, we have our fish box. This fish box runs from way back there to all the way up there and pumps directly overboard using a macerator. And last but not least, right forward of our side entry door ladder is a freshwater washdown hookup. Checking out the hardtop on the Cobia 265 Open, a couple of things to point out here. Grab rails on both outboard sides. Big oversized pipework here. We've got JL Audio speakers front and rear with courtesy lights all throughout. Dual electronics boxes here and Rupp Revolution outriggers on both sides that are twist lock riggers. Really an upgrade over what a lot of the competitions put it on with the tacos and things of that nature. Moving up to the front of the console in the Cobia 265 Open, couple cool things to point out. We have dual overhead JL Audio speakers with spreader light and courtesy light. Right below that, we have our forward opening windshield on our glass windshield here. So this is a big vent that opens up if you want to get some airflow in there in the summer. Below that, we have this big double arm windshield wiper with washer. Coming down from there, LeBrock helm or backrest here with that hexagonal pattern we have on all of our 2025 Cobia models. This is bolstered and super comfortable. And then this is an innovative feature on the 265 Open. With this seat folded flush against the console, you get a ton of room up here. This feels really open, really usable, really fishable. And then when you're not fishing, you can pop this guy right up and that clicks in and creates a very comfortable forward seat on the front of the console. Coming down into the head compartment on the Cobia 265 Open, a couple things to point out. We've got this big wide open front entry door which makes entry into this area very easy. We've reoriented the way this is set up so we have a big first step and second step which makes getting in and out of here even more comfortable than it was. Over on this side we have our breakers for all of our switchgear. This is the bow filler pad for our bow filler cushion that I'll show you guys in a minute. Then over on this side we have a freshwater sink. We have a porcelain vacuum flush head that I'm currently sitting on that has both overboard discharge and pump out at the gas station. Over on this side we have our toilet paper holder, and then inside of here we have access to our house batteries. With the bow filler cushion installed, this really becomes just as usable as any other center console boat. So you've got big U-shaped wraparound seating here, nice big bolsters with grab handles underneath. Again, we have that cup holder right there that falls easily to hand. And the cool thing with this is, this bolster looks like one contiguous piece right here, but if you lift this out and drop this in this position, you now have a forward-facing backrest. So if you are out cruising for the day, you can sit comfortably in a lounge position. Again, good cup holder storage, good speakers all the way around, subwoofers below us here, and grab handle right here with a dual USB charger as well. With all your cushions stowed and the bow filler section out, this is a really usable, fishable area. So in addition to having all this great room up here, we have storage under this bus side, we have storage under this side, and the cool thing with this storage compartment is, see how this gasket drips down there? You're not gonna get any water down here because it's gonna fall on this edge and run out on the deck. And last but not least, center floor here, we have access to our battery, our trolling motor batteries. It's supposed to be pre-wired for a trolling motor, bucket storage, and additional life jacket storage down there as well. Last but not least, in the bow of the Cobia 265 Open, we have our windlass anchor locker compartment. So up here, we have a Lumar free fall windlass with cleat right there that you can cleat off to. Raw water wash down over here to get the mud off of that, and easy access to all your anchor rods. So if it does get bound up, you can actually reach under there and clean it out. Thanks for checking out the Cobia 265 Open with us. We think this is a game changer of a boat with this wide open bow layout up here. We're really excited about it at Route 113 Boat Sales. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe to stay informed on new videos we have coming out. And if you want to schedule a test drive on this great boat, be sure to hit the link in the bio.